Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits, well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self-Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. Have you ever been in a body of water, like a lake or maybe the ocean? Could even been a swimming hole when you were a kid, and something touched your leg and you decided you were going to do your best Jesus imitation and you were going to walk on water to get out because you didn't know what just tried to get you. Yeah, I had a similar situation whenever I had my first shark encounter. Now, he decided not to taste me, but he did circle me for a few times when I was on my raft out in the ocean. Yeah, that leaves an imprint. So I swear, getting out of the water, I never got wet. Just when the shark went on, I flew out. But we can go through experiences like this during our day where we experience what's known as emotional flooding. It is the absolute overwhelm of a situation, an experience that we're in, where for some reason the mind has decided we don't have the resources or the resourcefulness to get out of it. So there's something in that water, in those emotions, that's trying to use us as its next meal. We don't know what it is, and we feel like we can't get away from it. Well, it's time for you to walk on water, for you to ride those emotional waves, for you to learn how to use the overwhelming stress, tension, and strain for your benefit. This is something that I actually do quite frequently with my hypnosis clients. And I introduce it in the very beginning of their session. Remember, hypnosis is simply a state of hypersuggestibility. And whenever you're in an emotional state, you're open to suggestion. But if you're in an overwhelmed state, you'll only accept suggestions to match that overwhelmed state, which is, oh my gosh, how much worse can things get? In that state, your mind will definitely start finding everything that could freak up, which is the reason why you can't go to somebody when they're all upset and go, it's going to be okay. Because no, it's not. They got to work through those emotions. But I'm here to share with you that these emotions can work for you. Instead of you being the employee, you can actually be the owner of the company. And that this is just one of the resources that can get you to where you want to go. I like to say reach greater heights of success with less effort, because you're not looking at getting rid of these emotions. You're actually optimizing them and you're using them for your benefit. But to do that, you have to give yourself the suggestions before you get into the overwhelm. So, utilizing hypnosis, I'll take my clients through something known as a body scan, which allows them to feel relaxed and at ease, because then they're going to accept the suggestions on how to relax into their success. Not that they always have to fight it and overcome and push harder. No, you already got too much of that going on in your life. Again, whatever's in that water is stalking you. So you are not the bait. You are the one riding the waves. Okay. So you relax yourself. And then after you've relaxed yourself, you can start thinking about stress, tension, and strain in that order. Now, your very powerful mind, known as the subconscious, which runs all of your habits and patterns, and whether you are emotionally flooded or you're focusing on feeling good, you're optimizing those emotions. Well, the subconscious is going to accept the suggestions around that based on stories. So you want to be telling yourself a story. It's what's known as indirect suggestions. And the story I like to tell is to think about stress. Because a lot of times we can see stress as something really negative and something that we get away from, want to get away from, but that there is a unique group of people who will actually seek out stressful situations to bring out their strength. So if we were to think of an athlete, they know that they need to work out to get stronger in their area of their brilliance. Now, they happen to have a brilliance that is physical. Some people have a brilliance that's emotional, and others that have one that's a mental. But everyone has something that they're passionate about and that lights them up. And athletes just like using their bodies. So they know that they have to use a certain amount of stress on their muscles to make them stronger. I wonder what type of stress that you might be seeking out to turn your light on even brighter. So they use that, the stress, to actually be in peak performance. But then we have tension. Again, a lot of people try to get away from tension, that they just want their lives to be as easy as possible. But we all know people that have taken that too far, and then they expect others to take care of them. And then we know of even others, more of the other side of that, where people are so tensed they can't perform. So tension is actually used by our athlete whenever they get ready to perform at their very best. It's the competition that they've been training for. And so maybe they're a sprinter and they're in the running blocks, getting ready to get a jump out ahead of anyone that might try to take away their victory. So their muscles are tense. They're ready to go. So tension can be a very good thing whenever you're getting ready to use it to reveal your brilliance that you've been training to use. And then after that, we have strain. Strain shows up for our athlete and our peak performers whenever someone has gone too far. They're too stressed and they're too tense, and now they can't function at their brightest, their most magnificent. So strain gives us an excellent message that it's time to renew, to rejuvenate, to reveal who we are at our very best, because we've taken the time to nurture and nourish all the parts of us that pull together for our progress. I wonder, I wonder how your powerful mind will now use stress, tension, and strain to reveal who you really are, so you can go from goal setting into goal getting in a way that has you fulfilled. Okay, so there's your tips. Again, do not wait till you get flooded to start with these suggestions, because this is just the foundation. But doing this just a few times will have your powerful mind no longer looking at running away from those problems, but actually reframing them as a way to challenge you to be even more of who you really are, your brightest, your most magnificent. Now, if you want assistance with this, go to drewdawnferguson.com/SH. stands for self-hypnosis. You will find an on-demand class where I will teach you the same system that I use with my clients for you to start delivering suggestions that are going to optimize the quality of your life. Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to do it for yourself. And here's a bonus tip for you. Uh, there's two of them. If you decide to get the course and then you're like, you know what, Dawn, I actually want assistance, your assistance in helping me with this, I'll take your investment towards the course that you've put into the course, and I'll put it towards working with me privately. Because there's going to be a bonus for anyone who does this between now and the end of August. In September, I'm going to have an advanced training class on how to break the chains that have been holding you back with advanced mind hacks. And it is only going to be, it's going to be a bonus. It's going to be free for anyone who has worked with me or has worked with the self-hypnosis course. You are not going to be able to buy a ticket for this. It's only for those that have already worked with me privately, or they've already used my self-hypnosis course. So that's coming up in September. If you want to take advantage of it, drewdawnferguson.com/SH. You can get the course if you decide you want to work with me during the month of September, or excuse me, the month of August. I will apply your investment towards a private session with me. And in September, I'm going to have the bonus of the free class for everyone. So until we get together again, start riding those waves of emotion and have them lift you even higher. Have them actually flow underneath you and move you into your fulfillment. Go from goal setting into goal getting.